Hello, humans. Here are 10 jobs that basically guaranteed you wouldn't be around for retirement. Number 1. Medieval Plague Doctor. You walk into town dressed like a cursed bird. Leather robes, a beak mask stuffed with herbs, and a stick. Because apparently poking patients is legitimate medical practice, you're not here to heal. You're here to count the dying. The mask doesn't work. The herbs don't work. The entire outfit is theater designed to keep you from inhaling the end of civilization. Meanwhile, the Black Death is in the air, the water, the rats, the fleas, and your future. You're not a doctor. You're a walking forecast of death. Villagers call you hope. Reality calls you the next body on the cart. Number 2. Victorian Chimney Sweep. You're 8 years old. You weigh less than a sack of potatoes, which is great because your job is to climb up a blackened brick death pipe barely wider than your S. Holders. You're a chimney sweep, which in Victorian terms means tiny soot goblin with no rights. You wake up, cough, get shoved into a vertical tomb, and hope today isn't the day your knee locks or your foot slips. You work in the dark, you breathe soot, you sleep covered in it. Sometimes, you get stuck and never come out. The pay: a few coins and a slightly delayed funeral. Number 3. Ancient Egyptian Pyramid Builder. You wake up before the sun to move rocks bigger than your self-esteem. You're part of history's most iconic construction project, and the payment is not dying today. You haul limestone under a sky that hasn't rained in months, while a man with a whip reminds you that pharaohs don't build their own tombs. You're dehydrated, undernourished, and overworked. Your shoes are sand, your tools are prayers, and the only thing waiting at the top of the pyramid is heat stroke and a curse. If you're lucky, they bury you near the site. If not, you just disappear into the sand. Number 4. Uranium Miner in the Early Nuclear Age. It's the 1940s. The world is splitting atoms, and someone has to dig up the magic dust. That someone is you. You're handed a shovel and told to go into the glowing cave. No warnings, no gear, no mask. Just dig that weird green rock. And don't ask why your hair is falling out. The bosses say it's fine. The scientists say nothing. Your skin starts itching, and your lungs feel like they're whispering secrets. The air is poison. The walls hum. You're not part of the nuclear arms race. You're the fuel it ran on. Number 5. World War I Tunnel Rat. You're in a war, not above ground, but below it. You're a tunnel rat, crawling through pitch-black dirt tubes just wide enough for claustrophobia to feel cozy. The goal: sneak into enemy tunnels, plant explosives, disarm traps, and maybe stab someone in the dark. You carry a pistol, a flashlight, and the constant whisper of death scraping the walls. The air is stale, the ground shifts. There is no up, there is no glory. Just mud, fear, and the slow realization that your lungs are full of silence, gas, and maybe a grenade. Number 6. Napoleonic Powder Monkey. You're 12. You're on a warship, and your job is to run explosives through a floating death cage during a naval battle. You're the powder monkey. Cannonballs scream past, splinters fly like daggers. Your only task: dash from the ship's belly to the cannons with bags of gunpowder strapped to your tiny frame. And don't trip, because if you fall, you don't just die, you detonate. You're a fuse with legs, and the captain's solution to safety concerns is run faster. Number 7. Roman Aqueduct Diver. Imagine your job is to dive into the aqueduct, Rome's sewage-laced, debris-choked miracle of plumbing. You're not swimming, you're submerging yourself into a stone death tunnel where water flows fast and light disappears. There's no breathing equipment, no safety rope, just you, the sludge, and the hope that your coworkers remember to pull you back before you become ancient pipe soup. Your only real qualification: a willingness to drown in history's most sophisticated toilet. Number 8. World War II Kamikaze Pilot. You're not flying a plane, you're aiming a missile with your body in it. You climb into the cockpit knowing it's a one-way trip. There's no landing gear, no escape plan, just a rising sun painted on your wings and a final goodbye. You're told it's an honor, a sacrifice, a divine strike, but the reality is brutal. Your fuel, metal, and resolve are all heading toward an explosion. Every takeoff is a countdown. Every target is your tombstone. This job doesn't come with a pension, just ashes and a ceremony. Number 9. Arsenic wallpaper factory worker. You work in a factory where the color green is slowly murdering everyone. Why? Because in the 1800s, people loved their wallpaper bright, and nothing said luxury like a nice coat of arsenic. You mix the dye, it glows, it shines, it kills. Every shift. You inhale microdoses of Victorian death glitter. Your skin peels, your breath burns, and your coworkers develop weird coughs. Management says it's just a seasonal illness. Meanwhile, the wallpaper you print goes on to kill people across Europe. You don't work with paint. You work with decorative poison. Number 10. 1800s matchstick girl. Your job is simple. Make matches. Your problem is white phosphorus, the ingredient that gives matches their spark and gives you a one-way ticket to face decay. Every day, you dip sticks into toxic goo while your jaw quietly begins to dissolve from the inside out. The condition is called Phossy Jaw. Your teeth loosen, your bones rot. Your coworkers drop one by one, their mouths crumbling like burnt toast. The factory doesn't care. You're cheap, replaceable, and glowing faintly. Thanks for watching, humans. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this.